Thank you for the click. My name is Luxley, and on the day before tomorrow, I'm bringing you to Warsong Gulch. Well, actually, it's Twin Peaks, but it's the same thing, virtually, just different pixels, different digital configuration. Which one do you like better? Which BG do you get in the queue and say, yes? And which BG do you get in the queue and say, this is gonna suck? I know what the "this is gonna suck" thing used to be. That used to be Strand of the Ancients. Now, Strand of the Ancients was something that Blizzard actually took a smart pill and said, guess what? 4 out of 5 people that we surveyed say that this BG sucks, so we're gonna get rid of it. Actually, it's more like, 4,000 out of 4,001 people surveyed. But the fact is, yeah, that BG's gone. I do expect it to come back though, and I do expect it to be changed. How it's going to change, I don't know. It could end up being a epic random BG or random epic BG. I forgot which they decide to officially call it. But the bottom line is I do think Strain of the Ancients is coming back. Raise your hand if you want to say Strain of the Ancients, please come back. I'm sure not many people are raising their hands right now. Here's the rogue. He's trying to get his contract. He has a certain amount of saps he has to get off in a given match. In his contract, he has to get off, so he got off one, so he probably has about 19 more to go. Quick burst down on the Hunter. That's basically got nothing to do with skill. That's got everything to do with mommy doesn't let him have enough time to play the game, therefore he doesn't have any gear, or his girlfriend won't let him play. She's got more important things for him to do. Yeah, not faking me on the feign death, because I'm a Hunter. I know feign death. I'd like to give best supporting actor to this Hunter who starts with an H, who right now is trying to pretend to be a guacamole bowl. He basically trashed. Yeah, good move on him. He door shadowed to get away from my binding shot. But anyway, thanks for playing, bro. It was a good effort. It really was. But it just comes down to gear. It really does. Sometimes it comes down to class. But one thing I will say is that gear plus skill trumps everything. It really does. It truly does. You give me a guy who's got no gear and some skill, and you give me a guy who's got gear and no skill. I mean, zero skill. I mean, like playing the game with a seeing eye dog at the mouse. I don't know. Where do you place your bets on that? Where do you place your bets on it? Think of the worst possible player that you know through your years or days or hours or weeks of playing WoW. Think of who that guy is. Give him the best gear in the game. I mean, just out gears everybody by 20, 30 eye levels. And put him up against an all-star player who's in greens. Who wins? I mean, it might come down to class. It really might. Because hybrids, extraordinarily strong. And also control classes, extraordinarily strong. Up. So it's going to be boom, 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 dead. Thanks for playing, bro. He pops up the anti-magic shell. Meanwhile, he's being attacked by a Hunter and a Warrior. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. That's what you call a panic move. That's not somebody thinking that he's going to be protected. His magical barrier is going to protect him from physical damage. It's not a mistake. It's a panic move. We all do it. I do it myself. You just look for that panic button, and that's what he did. He was just panicking. He had no healer, maybe no gear. I don't know. I didn't quite get a look at his health there, where it was relative to everybody else. But soon it's gonna be thanks to playing. Yeah, there's the Hunter again. He's down. Sorry, bro. I know you gave it a good effort. So right now the Horde have the flag. There's no score, 0-0. And so what was I saying? Okay, I was talking about how hybrid classes and pure control classes, meaning rogue, mage, doesn't matter to spec, maybe, outlaw and arcane, aren't quite as efficient at control as the other 2 specs of that class. And I was talking about hybrids in the game right now. They seem to be very, very strong. And that's why a comp like Rogue Mage Priest has reigned king for so long, because it's 2 control classes with a healer that also can have some control, especially if you're holy the way the given toolkit works right now. And that's why it's reigned supreme, not for a couple of days, not for a couple of weeks, not for a couple of months, for several, not even years, X-Packs, which is almost like decades. I mean, really. And I was talking about this with somebody the other day, Failed Wizard, who's my consigliere. Failed Wizard is my consigliere. And we were talking, and I said, I think the game, he was very worried that his priest was going to get nerfed. His holy priest. And the holy priest is in a great place right now. There's no doubt about that. But the point is, this is great. I'm in a triangular spot here with 3 hunters. There's the guacamole ball. We're going to try to take out this one. And then there's my favorite hunter who starts with an H. Can't quite see his name. Uh-oh. There he is. Triangle. That is brutal. Getting stuck in like a triangular spot with 3 hunters. But I'm pulling every trick I most possibly can, and I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose this fight. He's got more health. I got him binded down. I got nothing. I got no Shadow Meld. I got no Feigned Death. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for playing, Lux. Oh, the Rogue was there too. So, all right, kind of a 2v1. So, what I was talking about with Failed Wizard is this. He was very concerned that his Holy Priest was going to get nerfed. And rightfully so. Holy's in a great spot right now. And then we were talking, then I said, what Blizzard really needs to do is not necessarily nerf Rogue Mage Priest. That's kind of a band-aid on a headache kind of thing. What they need to do is that they need to elevate a class to be a pure control-based class, much like 2 specs for rogues, 2 specs for mages. I really do believe that they need to do that. They need to elevate something, and to do that, a couple of things have to happen. One, I think it's better if it's a range class, although a melee class can do the tricks. And also, I think that it has to be a non-hybrid. Hybrid with that kind of control would kind of be OP. So it would have to be something like a hunter, a warlock, a rogue, a demon hunter, DK, warrior. Those are the leading candidates because they're not hybrids. They don't heal. And I think what that would do is that would open up more comps, which I think is a good thing. You get more comps, that's certainly a good thing. And obviously some people, and then maybe you just naturally find a counter to a Rogue Mage Priest, which is something that's been reigning for years. As we often joke, skill capped is, we call them RMP cap because all they will, on a micro level, they can really give you some great insight into the game. There we go. Got the flag back. Please cap. No. So we're down 1-0, which kind of sucks. Anyway, so I call them Rogue Mage Priest cap because on a macro level, they just tell you play Rogue Mage Priest, play Rogue Mage Priest. But on a micro level, they're pretty darn good with their recommendations and little tips and tricks that they can give you here and there. But they're not right about playing Rogue Mage Priest. Yes, it's the meta. Yes, it's the reigning class. But every BlizzCon, every major tournament, somebody proves you wrong. They're like, no, it's not Rogue Mage Priest. It's this comp. It's that comp. Somebody finds a way to buck the system. So it's in the glorious words of Eric Clapton, it's in the way that you use it. That's what it comes down to. Nobody wants the flag. I don't want the flag. The flag causes cancer. It's not good for me. I don't want the flag. So now nobody takes the flag. Unbelievable. Hunters are just terrible flag carriers because you cannot use your defenses. Your guacamole bowl, can't use it. Feigned Death, can't use it. I can't use camo either. So you don't want to carry the flag as a hunter. Yeah, you got some good tricks and stuff, and you got some speed boost, but no. Hunters are not good flag carriers. They're not good orb carriers. Now, how does that make sense to me? How is it that a Shadow Priest can carry an orb, or a flag for that matter, and use dispersion and take like pretty much 0 damage, but yet a hunter can use Guacamole Bowl, can't use Guacamole Bowl when he has a flag early up? How does that make sense? That doesn't make sense. And how is it that dispersion, which can heal you, reduces 90% of damage and makes you immune to, I believe, roots and snares. Definitely snares, not 100% sure on roots. Yeah, I think it makes you immune to that too. And yeah, and it gives you a speed boost, right? And you could have it on a 1.5-minute cooldown, and it heals you, 90% damage reduction. Meanwhile, as a hunter, you get a turtle, right? You think turtle, what do you think? You think kind of hard shell, which is cool. Yeah, makes sense. But you also think slow as molasses in reverse, right? So you get a turtle, and the turtle doesn't heal you. Like it did heal you in Legion, and that's why they made it a 3-minute cooldown. But then they took the heal away, and now it's still on a 3-minute cooldown, which makes no sense. So I don't understand, how a Shadow Priest, and of course, I'm ripping on Shadow Priest, but I play a Shadow Priest, folks. Hunter and Shadow Priest are the two most played classes on my account. Warlock's climbing the charts fast though, and I'm for example, I go by honorable kills and BGs. My Shadow Priest has over 160,000 honorable kills. My Hunter has over 150,000 honorable kills. My Warlock, which Blizzard deleted, my original Warlock, because I deleted it, and you know how they say you could restore characters, right? So, this is a great story. So you could restore characters, right? And I'm thinking to myself, I kind of want to play my Worgen Warlock, and I just had under 100,000 honorable kills, like 98 or 99,000 or something. So it was probably the third most played class. But what ended up happening, when I went to look for it, poof, it was gone. Just disappeared. So I called, and I wanted to play that Warlock, and I called Blizzard. Call Blizzard like a week later. They, their customer service is basically operates on a calendar, not on a clock. So they get back to me, and I'm like, there's no such character as what was his name, Morgandus. No such character. I'm like, wait a minute. I know I had this character. Don't tell me I didn't have this character. And I'm like, no such character. So then I was like, okay, I need proof. So I turn around and I basically tell them, okay, as you can see, my Horde Warlock is nowhere near max level and does not have any kind of rating in RBGs. And my current Alliance Warlock, which is Void Elf, has no rating in RBGs either. Can you explain to me how my Void Elf Warlock can mog the vanilla PvP set for Warlocks, which you can only mog if you have, it's either north of 1700 or 1800 rating in RBGs. It's the only way you could mog it. So how is it that I could wear that mog and I don't have the character? And Blizzard says, nope, deleted the character. It's Blizzard for you. And we lost. This is a sad ending. We did a lot of damage, but we still lost. It's not good. Anyway, I kind of was rambling all over the place. My name is Luxley, and I really want to thank you if you kept up with my randomness this long for watching. I appreciate it. Leave a like on the video if you watch this long. It helps me, helps the channel. Be well. Have a great day.